What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trades, where we get technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple of years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some pretty bad medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work really hard, invest my money, and I am happy to say that I am not only now financially free, but I'm living pretty well off at the age of 23. And guys, I was not a finance major in college. I was not an accounting major. I majored in nutrition. So anybody can do this. I'm telling you right now. If I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools that were given to me, make the community a little bit better off than it was before, that's all a guy can ask for. Lastly, if you would not mind liking the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos every single day. Now, today we're going to be giving a subscriber requested stock, ticker symbol OPTT, Ocean Power Technologies Incorporated. This comes from subscriber Warm Toast. I like the name. Cool picture too. Can you go over OPTT? It looks like it's about to blast off. Will do, my friend. This is today's sub-requested video. Let's eat. And I want to show you a comment that I thought was kind of funny. It says nothing to do with the video, but I thought that you guys would get a chuckle out of this. So let me find this real quick. These hot girl videos. Man, that's really something. Go back up. Okay, here it is. Merbal says, can you try to speak even faster? Good job holding along. Oh man, that made me laugh. I thought you guys would get a kick out of that. I know that people tell me I'm rapping. I need to slow down, but guys, I just love what we're doing. I love the stock market. I get passionate. You'll have to give me a break. Quick shout out to the guys over at the Patreon. We did have quite a few new people join. Ollie, Kenneth, Jonathan, Ryan, Work, Nathan, Young Devil, Michael Tran, Ryan, Finger Size Toes. Interesting name. Thank you guys so much. It really does mean a lot to me that you're supporting the channel. They will have access to the private Discord, as well as real-time insight to my personal trading. So we're going to be looking over OPTT. We're going to look at their overall volume. We've got the 200 period EMA pulled up, the Exponential Moving Average, the VAMA, Volume Adjusted Moving Average, 20-day period. We'll talk about what these mean. We're going to talk about the overall bullish and bearish trends, the RSI, Relative Strength Indicator. And we're going to look at this from a macroscopic and microscopic point of view, establish some levels of resistance and support to watch for. And before we get going, I just want to give a brief overview on what the company is. So OPTT is engages in commercializing proprietary systems that generate electricity predominantly by harnessing the renewable energy of ocean waves. It offers the PB3 PowerBuoy, which generates electricity by harnessing the renewable energy of ocean waves. The company operates through the following geographical segments: North America, Europe, and Asia, and Australia. So these guys are a clean energy play right now, and I do anticipate, just based on recent events, Plug Power receiving a $1.5 billion investment from a South Korean company, that they are going to also benefit from the clean energy wave right now. And I think the only thing that's honestly holding them back is the amount of people that know about the company. Only 29,000 people follow them on StockTwits, and they have been growing, right? 80% message volume increase, 2.22% sentiment, an increase on price. And I would not be surprised if we do see this climb pretty steeply in the future. Now, I do have their website pulled up, and their most recent news release is talking about welcoming 3 new members to its board of directors. I will leave a link to this in the description box down below if you'd like to look at it more closely. But they are excited to welcome Clyde, Diana, and Pete as new independent directors of the OPT board. These new directors bring valuable expertise in offshore energy, safety and finance, and governance, and join OPT at an exciting time. So I don't know a whole lot about these guys and their background, but if they are solid, management, this should, increase the overall long-term value of the company. And it's actually a good thing when you see a company bring in new management, because this indicates proactiveness, and investors really love to see that. And I'd be willing to bet that if we go back to December 23rd on the charts and we take a look at the price action on that given day, that it was pretty solid. So let's see, December 23rd. You do see an increase at that exact time. So a pretty harsh and steep increase in the pre-market, which you do love to see. So, just right off the bat, those are the fundamentals on OPTT. We're going to draw up some levels of support and resistance to be watching for in the future. We do have support sitting at $2.59. followed by, I like this level even better at $2.67. So if you're looking to get into this as a mid to long-term investment, those will be the numbers to watch for. We are up pretty drastically in the after hours and pre-market right now. So, it's tough to say on whether we're going to pull back or not. But those are what we're looking at this given moment. If you want to look at the after hours and pre-market included, we are looking at a support level sitting at about $3.05. Just above that is where we're trading right now, followed by $2.94. And then the resistance levels that we're going to be watching for, touching in the pre-market, we do have $3.18, which does line up very well with pre-market spikes in the past of $3.19. And then the overarching level that you're going to want to watch for is going to be right around here at about $3.40. And if we can push through that, I would guess that we do see $3.50, $3.75, $4 within that same day pretty easily. It's looking really solid there. Now, something that I find very interesting is the overall volume increase, right? We are seeing there's some pretty heavy selling pressure at market open, but it does rebound very nicely following on with that selling pressure. And the 200 EMA and the 20-day VAMA. You are coming very, very close to a crossover right here. This is a key point to watch. Now, if you see the volume adjusted moving average, which is an overall valuation trend over a 20-day period on the given volume action on a stock, if you see that cross over the 200 EMA, which is a 200-day period moving average trend valuation on the stock's price action, that is a very bullish indicator. So, like right here, you see that we had that crossover, that same crossover happen, right? If you had gotten in right when the volume adjusted moving average got over the EMA, right, you would have had a pretty nice steep increase. Like you would have bought in at about $2.45. You could have sold out at about $3.50. That's about $1 per share. You're looking pretty solid. And if we do see that crossover on the volume adjusted moving average to the EMA, I would expect to see some pretty intense buying pressure and a pretty steep climb in overall price action. I'm honestly betting that's going to happen some point today, so do be watching for that on the 1 month chart. That is a very bullish indicator, and the larger the gap between the VAMA and the 200 EMA, the better off and the more bullish a stock is looking. So that's a very positive indicator. I do like how that's looking right now. And another thing that I am noticing now that I'm looking at the stock is we do have a wedge formation that was getting pushed through. So if we draw a trend line from the top right here of this resistance level and from the bottom of this support level, this is pretty solid candle wick, we do see a pretty solid compression, and this honestly just squeezes price action, right? This is a buying pressure. This is putting pressure on sellers, and typically it's a very bullish indicator. And you can see that once we push through this trend line, it was off to the races, right? So that's a very solid bullish indicator to further validate and confirm. Why did I say confirm? Confirm the bullish movement that we're seeing in the stock. The RSI indicator, if we take a quick look, anything over 70 is overbought, anything under 30 is oversold, and the relative strength index currently is approaching that 70 RSI level. And historically speaking, anytime that we've popped over that 70, the correction has been, in the short term at least, not too bad, in the mid 50s, a little above 50, so still approaching overbought territory, to be quite frank. So, we do have this pullback right here, but this was not immediately after that 70 spike, right? So I'm not going to include that in the correction. The corrections don't seem too bad, right? So as long as we see, that relative strength index bounce back really nicely to the 50, 55 level, we're going to be looking pretty solid for future bullish movement. And honestly, I'm just really liking how this stock is looking right now. This is a pretty nice chart. Overall, if you look at the 1 month trend, it is bullish, right? We do have a very solid movement up from this level right here all the way up to where we're currently sitting at $3.19. So as a mid to long-term investment, you are looking at overall growth if you got in at that given time. If you were able to ride through the waves and the valleys, the highs and the lows, it's looking pretty solid. We're stair-stepping very slowly, higher lows, higher highs. Looks nice and bullish. I'm liking how that looks on the charts. So be watching for the volume adjusted moving average crossing over the 200 EMA. If you were able to pull up a chart on your brokerage account, I personally use Fidelity Pro. I have been asked by quite a few people, and it is free if you're interested in doing that. If we move over to the 1 day, 1 minute chart, we do have this crossover right here between the volume adjusted moving average and the 200 EMA, which in the short term is a very bullish indicator. And as you can see, we have gone up pretty drastically in the after hours and the pre-market, which is a very nice sign. So I'm definitely liking how that looks. We're going to establish some quick levels of support and resistance. We do have support sitting right here at about $2.69. And I will follow that up with another support level right around here in the regular market hours at 287, which did act as a level of resistance in the past. So we are going to consider that support at this given time. And then if we do want to include the overall price action that we're seeing right now in the after hours and pre-market, we do have another support level sitting right here at about $2.95. So that's kind of where we're looking right now for a potential entry point if you're looking to get into this stock. I'd watch for a pullback. Personally, my trading strategy, I try not to chase stocks unless it looks extremely bullish, and I know without a doubt that it's going to continue that bullish run based on some sort of news catalyst or public relations, right? But getting in on a pullback is definitely your best bet, and just historically speaking, the stock usually sees a pretty harsh sell-off, limit order sell-off at market open. So it is very possible that we do see a pullback to any of these levels. And if you can get in at that given time, I think you're going to be able to ride a pretty solid wave up. It's looking very promising there. So, current resistance levels, if you're looking to short the stock, personally, you'd be trading against the trend. So just do be cautious. It's not a very long bullish trend, right? It is about 2 days, but there are some indicators saying that we're pretty due for a pop-off here. So just based on how the charts are looking, right, you'd be trading against the trend. So be cautious, make sure you're mitigating your risk. But $3.17 as a potential entry point. This stock does tend to have a pretty harsh sell-off at the beginning of the day. Not guaranteeing that's going to happen again, right? That's just the current trend that we've seen over the last week or so. But that is an opportunity if you would like to short the stock. So do be watching for that. Personally, if I was going to day trade this, I do not have a position in OPTT. I will be completely transparent. These are my current positions: APXT, Fuel Cell, JAGX, Lee, MVIS. Personally, if I was going to day trade this stock, I would get in and long it, anywhere between 287, 295, 269. Watch for these support levels. I don't think we're going to approach 269. I'm thinking 287 is probably more realistic. So just be watching for a pullback to those levels, and you'll be sitting pretty nice. The overall volume, we are increasing. I don't know if I said that earlier, but I will repeat that. And with volume comes extra volatility, and volatility drives higher price valuations. And I actually really like this huge spike right here, right? This 102,000 shares traded. It did form a really long candle wick, which is very indicative to me of buying pressure. It's weak buying pressure, but we are sitting right in the middle here with some indecision. And this kind of volume typically means that something's about to happen, right? Volume is a characteristic of a chart to really pay attention to because it indicates who is interested in a stock, right? People like you and me who are probably watching this video, unless you're a millionaire or a billionaire, we're not playing with 100,000 shares of a stock, right? It's usually institutionals or big buyers, right? And big buyers know what they're doing. They're not going to pump 100,000 shares into a $3 stock if they don't think it's going to go up. So personally, I think that's very indicative. I like the volume action that we're seeing on this. I'm liking the overall upward trend on the volume action, and I can see this continuing a bullish run. So that is my analysis on OPTT. Thank you again to the subscriber. I don't have it pulled up anymore, but thank you again to the subscriber for the recommendation. I will leave credit to you in the description box down below. If you'd like your ticker symbol covered, leave a comment on the video, and you will have a shot at the daily subscriber requested video. I can't guarantee I'll get to you, right? I only do about one a day, a couple more on the weekends, but it will give you a shot at a subscriber requested stock. So that is what I have for the video today. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel. Consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos every single day. And lastly, I have an affiliate link in the description box down below for TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay a $9 per month membership fee for, and it is highly what I attribute growing from 0 to 3,000 subscribers in 22 days to. So if you are a content creator or are looking to become one, it is a perfect tool to get your videos into the eyes of your intended audience. And if you use my link, I will receive a commission, which is a great way to support the channel if you're interested. And if not, I just appreciate you supporting the channel by giving me your time. So that is what I have for the video today. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I will see you all next time. Peace.